Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna make this video here so I can show you how to kind of like calibrate it, or give you some better ideas on how I calibrated it, alright? Because I read enough of the manual and I'm done reading from the manual. It's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, so I'll make another video on screen too, so if anybody wants to use screen where to do this. If not, what you see at the bottom of the screen, like frame rate, frames per second, everything, that's just going to flash up on your TTY that you're trying to use, right? So it's not the best idea if you're trying to record anything to have all that stuff popping up there. I'm sure maybe you could put it in the dev null or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'll get to that maybe later or something. Alright, so for right now what I did is, let me pop this out, Control A, Control X, my password. Okay, here we go. So I kind of like, I doctored up the script a little bit here. Okay, in the first video I wanted to make some corrections about, you guys seen the annotations, but I want to make some corrections about what was said in there. The R is, it's not bitrate, it's frames per second. Okay, it's your frame rate. Okay, so here you can see it's 30. Okay, if you turn that down, you might not get fast flow or whatever the heck you call it. Okay, the book says that B is bitrate. Okay, and the book says that BT is bit tolerance. Okay, so I found this on the site, which was 71 or 712K. Okay, and I just threw it in there. But doing some reading, I figured out maybe I could improve the quality somewhat if I went ahead, and the default it says was set to 4000K. So I don't know if I have to put BT in there. I don't know if it automatically does that, but since it was there, I already said, BT 4000K. Alright, so cool. And again, I changed the name of my video. For right now, I have to change it from the back end here in the script until I make it like user interactive or whatever, you know what I mean? So it works right now. So let me say Q and that, because I don't think I did anything to it. Okay, and what I like to do is to calibrate my my script, I like to say, let's go back to the beginning. We'll say Control A, Shift S. That splits it horizontally. We'll say Control A, Control Tab, go to the new tab. Control A, Control C, which will bring us up into the ready or new session. Okay, and then you just exit this session right away, and it brings up another session that you popped out of before. Okay, so here's my stuff streaming here. Okay, I'm gonna say Control A, Control Tab, clear. Now let me say something like Vim and the name of my script. Okay, so FFmpeg, that's the name of my script. Okay, so here we are in a split window. Now what I was usually doing is I was adjusting, say, the bit rate here. Okay, I would adjust the bit rate. Maybe I would add, say, 1000 to it, or maybe 2000 to it. Okay, and that was all I did. And after I added, say, let me put it in here. So I would say something like delete that, 11205, 1125. Let's say I would send it up to 18,000, right? Okay. Now, I did this to calibrate it, and I'll show you what I mean by calibrating in a second. But I would add it up to like 18,000, okay? Now, I'm going to change it back real quick, because if not, it's just going to screw up my video. So I would say 11025. Okay? And then after I added my changes, I would say right, quit, okay? And then I would say something, I would start the recording, how I showed you in the beginning of the video, okay? All you have to do is just, run FFmpeg, the name of your script, okay? Or that command, okay? In my case, it's a script, but if you just typed out the command, well, hey, more power to you, okay? So I would run it, okay? And then I would let it record for a little bit, alright? And then I would say something like Control A, Control X, that'll pop me out to the new window, and then while it's running in the background, I would just say something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? Enter, okay? But as I'm talking, okay, as I'm putting in the key input, I'm talking at the same time. So that way, if there was any lag between it, like if I said something like 1, if I said something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay, and then I saw that my numbers were popping up after I was talking, well, I knew I had to adjust the bitrate more, okay? So maybe that will help you out there a little bit better with how to adjust your stuff and make it, settings a little bit better on you. How to maybe calibrate it and fine tune it to exactly how you want it. So I pretty much got it how I want it now. The only thing I would like to add on more is maybe have like what do you call it? The screen maybe a little brighter if I could. I don't know, maybe a little bit more depth or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? It doesn't really seem to be the best when I watch them on YouTube, but I'm not sure. Okay. Another thing is too, in order for you to use, say, a microphone or input levels or whatever like that. So far, I still have to go to X and I have to go to my my sound preferences. Okay, and I have to turn those up or adjust them. It's like in order for you to hear me properly, even though FFmpeg is grabbing the audio, it seems that the sound device, the sound preferences is still regulating my volume. Okay, so maybe I'll figure out how to do that. Maybe I can incorporate that into the script or something. Alright, so I hope this helped you out. So you won't bang your head against the wall anymore, if you have already. I know I have. And I will say Control A, Control Split, Control A, Control Tab to go to the new one, Control A, Control C. Okay, and now I'm in a new one, but I can just say exit and it'll pop me back into the other one that I had running in the background. Now the way to exit FFmpeg while it's recording is just hit Control C. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now, and you guys have a good day.